It is through tests and difficulties that the rich flower of faith emerges. Today, Baha'u'llah's faith is shining forth once again in Uganda, the jewel of Africa.
The Baha'i community has a good working relationship with the government today. George Olinga shares some of the exciting advancements.
In Uganda, we still find so much in our work with the Baha'i faith, and a lot of reference being put back onto the hand of the cause, Mr. Olinga, dealing with the various government officials. The mention of the Baha'i faith, the officials will immediately go back and try to relate their relationship with the hand of the cause when he was alive. And this has greatly helped us a lot in our public relations activities in Uganda. Whatever ministry you went to, you will find somebody who knew him very closely as friends, or they just heard about him. So it has helped us a lot, and we find his spirit is really assisting the progress of the faith in this country.
The Baha'is participated in writing the new constitution, which created 9 member councils to guide each city. It also guarantees equal rights for women and universal education for children.
We have been observing the methods the government is using quite closely related to Baha'i principles, and this has been a source of encouragement to the believers themselves, feeling that what they've been doing all this time seems to be moving towards the right direction. In the area of equality between men and women, we've been able to observe the government putting into place a law which guarantees certain positions for women in decision-making bodies of the local councils, the district councils, and in parliament. And it's interesting to note that in Uganda we have a woman vice president among the various women that we have, and recently we have a woman minister responsible for ethics and integrity, and she recently invited the Baha'is to participate in a workshop to assist her and give her some guidance on how she could go ahead bringing back moral values.
The Baha'i National Committee for the Advancement of Women is very active and strongly supports the annual Women's Day Parade.
The 2 schools, that is the Louis Gregory Memorial Schools in Odusai and Tiling, have been doing very well. The year before, the Tiling School did the best in the whole district, and it was a big surprise to the government official that a rural school was able to come out first compared to the schools in the town. And this really pleased us. And this in part was due to the fact that there was quite a lot of input by the Baha'is. There was special in-house training for the teachers during the holidays so that they see teaching as a service to humanity. The progress of the faith in Uganda, one can look from the time of the renovation of the Baha'i house of worship. Since then, new carpets have been put into place, and we have been graced with the presence of caretakers to assist in the maintenance of these properties. And this has greatly enhanced the beauty of the grounds, and it has become a great source of attracting the non-believers to come and visit and thereby make inquiries about the Baha'i faith. The institute process is doing really very well in Uganda. It's based in part on the Ruhi programs of South America, and we've adapted quite a bit of that into our process here in Uganda, and you can begin to see personal transformation of some of the individual believers.
Tuli amatondo genyanjemwe tuli ebingonjo nyanja mpangwe ije tukwatanise omukulonda omumwe nugwe muhanda gw'amagara nawe nanye.
There is good work amongst the youth and the children's classes, which gives me confidence in the future. That to the extent to which we get deepened youth and knowledgeable children, we are laying a foundation for the course to move perhaps even faster, because Uganda has to arise to its leadership role in the continent, because the House of Justice has reminded us time and again that the continent of Africa has a destiny. But that destiny depends on Uganda arising first, and I should probably even hasten to say Kampala needs to take the lead. That's where the mother temple is, and certainly if they arise, and then the country will arise, and if the country arises, then the continent will arise, as it was in the past, that Uganda did contribute to this spread of the coast in the continent. Pioneers arose from this country. They went to Kenya, to Tanzania, to Congo Brazzaville, and Enoch Olenga himself went to West Africa. And I think that is the kind of challenge Uganda is faced with, and it is capable of arising with that.
A special systematic Enoch Olenga teaching project has been initiated by the National Spiritual Assembly and the Continental Board of Counselors. The Baha'is in eastern Uganda invite travel teachers to consult about their community development.
One of those teachings that Baha'u'llah said is a solution to our problem is the equality between men and women. When women are appointed and put into position of decision making, war will cease.